Michael Ealy, what up?
What's up, baby?
Man, I'm just chilling. Here in Los Angeles, hanging out. So we've been having some great interviews, and I interviewed your girl, Maris Lewis. But it started off quite interesting.
Okay.
So we sitting here, we waiting for her to get here. They had a little situation wherever she was staying, so she was a little late. So as always, I'm in here rocking, I'm dancing, I'm doing my thing.
Right.
And unbeknownst to us, she knocking at the door. She knocked about 10, 12 times. Okay. But she's like, yeah, he's probably on the other side of this door dancing. So this happened. So we rocking, we doing our thing. And then all of a sudden, when we open the door, this is how your girl responds. Soon as the door was open, hold on, turn the volume up here, because we were getting it in.
So her. That's so her. Yeah. She had to come in that way.
You said that's all her?
You can't. When it comes to Damaris, you just kind of know. Like when music starts playing, she has to dance to. She just feels it in a way that you just can't. You can't really put it into words.
Well, see, that's how I am.
Right.
And that's why she said, she was like, I'm not gonna get mad that not answering the door. She said because he's probably on the other side dancing, knowing him.
She probably heard the music.
Because that's how we first met.
Okay.
On the dance floor in New York at the Alvin Ailey benefit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I was like, she's like, you just, I said, oh, no. I said, I don't come to events and stand the hell around and drink and just look at people. I said, no. I said, I believe in sweating.
Yes.
I said, I believe in, I said, I'm talking about, I want to get to the crib at the end of the night and peel the clothes off, and they got to hang dry for 48 hours.
Yeah.
That level, that's my thing.
I saw that at Essence one time.
Oh, yeah.
I saw you at Essence one time, and I don't think the whole time I was there, I don't think you stopped.
Oh, no. I don't understand the concept.
Like, Mary's on stage, I'm dancing.
No, only time I will stop. Now, when Mary's on stage, there is a point when I will stop.
Okay.
It's when that old Mary, when she was single, come out. Them depressing ass songs. And that's what I like. Yeah. Y'all need some water? I'm gonna go. Cause I sister love Mary J. Blige, and I love Mary.
Yeah.
I really love Married Mary. Just Fine, like upbeat.
Yeah.
All them, it's just like, no, it's the pain. I was like, Roland gonna get the drinks. I can't deal with that Mary. Okay. With sisters love, but it's too much heartache.
Did you see her documentary?
I didn't see the documentary. I wasn't a Tom Joyner morning show.
Okay.
Where on a cruise, where in the middle of the cruise, Mary sat down on the stage and started expounding on what she was going through in the divorce. Ooh. I'm just saying a lot of us brothers left to go to the casino because it was. I mean, like it was a therapy session.
Yeah.
And one bro's like, hey, I ain't come here, to have the therapy conversation. I came here to party.
Yeah.
And it was like I said, I love me some Mary J. Blige.
Right.
But there's a certain point, like at the beginning of the show, killing.
Right.
She get to that middle of that concert when that old Mary, the Mary the black women really, really love.
Yeah.
Roland go get the drinks.
Yeah. You don't want to be guilty by association.
No, it's just I get pain.
Yeah.
I'm just not trying to feel it.
Right. Got it. No, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Because you know how it is. It's some people. It's like you might have some friends. They want to lay something on you. Kind of like, okay, so like this, but, bruh.
Okay, yeah.
It was like that. It was like that scene. What the scene in Think Like a Man. The scene Think Like a Man when y'all all sitting around and everybody having drama and everything, and folks had broken up, and Kevin Hart trying to get back with the wife, and Gary Owen like, hey, I'm good, my relationship. Then it just disintegrated because it was like all this heavy stuff. Yeah, we ain't trying to do all that. We, I mean, there's a time and place for it.
I agree.
This is a concert, okay?
Got it.
We got to party.
Yeah.
We got to get this.
I get it.
So speaking of that, okay. So who for you is an artist that would just, whether you at a concert or listen to music, that would just cause you just to forget where you are, who you with, and you just get it in. You just might just start just grooving right there. Don't even matter. You in the car, you at the stoplight, and you just.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. Okay, so I'd have to say just off the dome. I'm sure there's somebody who I'm going to forget.
Don't worry about it.
Just so you know. But off the dome, New Edition.
Oh, okay.
Because it takes me back to that time of nostalgia when I was like a kid and I was working on the dance moves.
Right.
In the, in the basement.
Right.
You know what I mean? With my friends and stuff. And I recently have been teaching my kids about New Edition.
See, thank you.
You know what I mean? I'm teaching my kids. And here's an example of what I'm talking about. So the other day, my daughter says, Daddy, can you play our jam? She's 5. I said, what's our jam? Because I wasn't sure which one she was talking about. And she was like, I wanted to take you home. And I was like, by Lisa and Cult Jam? And she said, yes.
Sustain.
I said, I'm doing well.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm parent of the year.
Dude,
my children they understand real music. This is great.
I keep telling people, if there is somebody who is a millennial or Gen Z, and there are certain movies they have not seen, sorry ass Anthony with Glory.
That's like not knowing math.
Me and Henry sitting here, we just talking. I say, Lord, Lord, 54. Lord, Lord. He like, what's that? Dog. Henry like, dude, here we go, the 54th.
The 54th.
He goes, what's the 54th? What?
Mandatory.
Dog, that's what I'm saying.
Mandatory.
That's an indictment on your parents.
It is. That's mandatory.
You don't know Lady Marmalade. You don't know I Love Music. Wow. You don't know you don't know anything by Al Green. If your ass don't know any Betty Wright, I can't get mad at the kid.
Yeah.
I gotta get mad at mom and daddy.
You do.
I gotta get mad at some aunts and uncles, some grandparents. Because see, the problem is they get their asses in the car and they got their own music.
Yeah.
My nieces got it. I said, headphones off. This is my shit.
Yeah.
And so then they like, I want to listen to that. Cool. You gonna listen to it. Because it's gonna overpower your little earbuds.
No, my kid, I'm shocked, man. My kids actually, they love like If It Isn't Love and Candy Girl and
but that's because
they
you
love
played
all that.
it.
Well, no, I introduced it
but that's
to
my
them,
point. My point is there are a lot of parents now who won't.
They just listen to whatever their kids are.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm going, they ain't paying no bills.
But here's the thing.
They don't control the radio.
I think you're right, and I think the other problem is too many parents nowadays want to be their kids' friends instead of being their parents, right? So that's cool.
Have you had that conversation with your kids? I ain't your friend.
Yeah, like, I've had that conversation. I wasn't raised that way. Both my parents were in the military, so I didn't have friends. I had parents.
Boom.
So I had parents, and so I kind of, and I understand you can't always parent the exact same way as you were parented and so forth and so on. I get all of that.
You can.
But I get all that. But what I'm saying is, times have changed. I get it. And all I'm saying is, I still think there's a certain amount of, a certain need, rather, for having, more of an authority figure than a friend.
100%.
And being able to teach them that dynamic is important.
So have you instilled the fear into your children?
Absolutely.
So you have a clearly established look
and
tone.
So the good thing about what I do is that I'm able to play dark, disturbed characters.
Right.
So I am, my kids are 8 and 5. I've never had to hit them.
Okay.
I will go.
I know I didn't go that long
to a
but
dark
I get my
place.
ass whooped. I mean, I led my family in ass whoopings.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know who in second.
Yeah.
It's 5 of us.
Yeah, I got them too. I definitely did. And then what happened was, so my kids started going. My first kids started going to private school, and they had a very strict rule that if you hit somebody, you're out. And I was like, and you can't get the money back. And they were like, no. I was like.
And you like,
and I was like this.
Listen.
Well, see, what we not gonna do is hit at home and teach them that. so I kind of fell into not hitting my kids by default almost. But yeah.
You like, y'all ain't fuck up the private
Yeah,
school.
listen, what you're not gonna do is hit somebody at school.
We can't get the money back?
We can't get the money back.
No.
You're not gonna hit somebody. You're gonna find another way to get them back.
Right.
We gotta be strategic. Right. We gotta teach them another way.
The hell
Whatever.
Out.
You know what I mean? Just, you gotta use your intelligence and get at them. You know what I mean? Hit them like Claire Huxtable would. You know what I'm saying? That's how I say it. But at the end of the day, it was very important to me to make sure that they understood that. And, I had to also be very careful because my wife grew up in kind of a traumatic situation.
Right.
So I didn't, I couldn't.
You had to navigate.
Yeah, you had to be kind of careful about that because what she had experienced was straight abuse. And I didn't want that to come across.
And you probably were trying to explain, you like, no, that's a black family. That was just how
it's different. But what people don't talk about all the time is how there's that blend of discipline and love.
Yeah.
Right? Like you could go to a ball game with your father and realize I'm building a relationship, we have a friendship, we love each other. And so there's both. When you're in a situation where there's only abuse.
Right.
And your parents can't stand you. That's a whole different
level. I mean, one day on Twitter, I was we were engaged in this conversation. Me and Teray were battling, and he was like, "Oh, it is barbaric. You're talking about beating children, spanking children." And so I said, "All right." I said, "So who's on hashtag Team Teray and who's on hashtag Team Whip That Ass?" Michael, I'm not lying. For 48 hours.
Right.
Black people were telling some of the craziest hashtag Team Whip That Ass stories.
Right.
That were unbelievably hilarious. But I was like, damn.
Yeah.
There was so Henry over there switching. Henry got a story. His dad said, I need to cut that grass.
Right.
When Henry decided to oversleep.
Right.
So Henry wakes up to the sound of the lawnmower. And he tried to rush out. No, take your ass back in and go to sleep. You know what I said? Henry ended up being thrown through a window. His mom was like, Betty, you gonna kill my baby. He's like, his ass gonna remember to cut this goddamn grass next time.
Yeah. I mean, okay, again, as I said, different generations, different times. We can evolve past that. I think.
I mean, he said through
that's
his
extreme. He threw him through a window.
That's extreme.
That's like Axel Foley. That's like, what is that? Trespassing. You know what I'm saying?
He said threw him through.
He threw him through a fucking window. That's how you treat somebody who's trespassing. You know what I'm saying? But here's the other side of that. Did Henry ever forget to cut that grass? No. Does Henry think his father loved him?
Wait a minute.
Does Henry think his father loved him? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
we got it here. He damn near cut the grass here.
I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this grass.
Right. My dad ain't even here anymore. But I can hear him saying, "Get your ass gonna cut that grass.
Yeah,
the lawn."
Yeah. You create good habits sometimes.
Yeah. But see, here's my whole deal with it. So no, my daddy never threw me through a window. That never happened.
Yeah.
But
see, I never let it happen to that. Like I never.
Right.
My dad instilled so much fear in me.
That's what I'm saying.
That it would never get to that.
But that's the thing I try to tell people when it comes to fear. One day my dad said, he said, your ass don't. The school called.
Okay.
10th grade. world history. I forgot his name. It started with a C or something like that. Teacher called. My dad pissed.
Yeah.
Because it interrupted his show.
Yeah.
And I remember he was sitting down at the room table. He was like, and I came home with my mom. He was like, why this goddamn teacher called me? Because you can't keep your goddamn mouth shut in the classroom. Mm-hmm. He said, you don't keep your damn mouth shut, I'm going to stomp a mud hole in your ass. And I stood there, Mike, and I went, what is a mud hole?
You were more concerned.
But I was trying to figure out what a mud hole was to understand why the mud hole need to be stomped. So I was trying to understand the gravity of the mud hole. And I was like, what's a mud hole? It's like, I don't want experience.
Right. Doesn't sound like something I really want.
Right, but it's like, I will stomp a mud hole in your ass.
Right.
See, that was fear. Mm-hmm. People ask me all the time, he said, oh man, did you ever skip school? Hell no. Mm-hmm. Man, you ain't play hooky? Hell no. Mm-hmm. I said, I had a choice. Could I get in trouble with the cops or get in trouble with my daddy? Mm-hmm. Damn the cops.
Right.
That ain't happening. I ain't even, it wasn't no staying out late, acting a fool, coming home drunk. No. I was not trying to get my ass beat. I had already enough practice.
You didn't want to learn the hard way.
No.
Right.
I ain't even.
But so in 10th grade, you were talking too much in class.
Right. But here's
the thing.
I got P's and U's all the time. So, like, all the time. I would finish my work. It's time to communicate. And the teachers would call.
Wait. Is that how you like rationalize it? Like, I want to communicate.
Well, communicate.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, ass slow, hurry up.
Right.
I'm done. Why y'all taking so damn long?
Right.
Like, what's the problem?
Right.
Man, I'm sitting here and I was like, what? P's and U's. P's and U's. P's and U's. Man, I got more ass whoopings. When you talk about blackness and what happens in black culture, we're about covering these things that matter to us, speaking to our issues and concerns.
This is a genuine people-powered movement.
There's a lot of stuff that we're not getting. You get it, and you spread the word.
We wish to plead our own cause. Too long have others spoken for us. We cannot tell our own story if we can't pay for it. This is about covering us. Invest in black-owned media. Your dollars matter. We don't have to keep asking them to cover our stuff. So please support us in what we do, folks. We want to hit 2,000 people, $50 this month, raise $100,000. We're behind $100,000, so we want to hit that. Y'all money makes this possible. Check some money orders. Go to P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C. 20037-0196. The Cash App is $RM Unfiltered. PayPal is R Martin Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. Zelle is Roland at RolandSMartin.com.
Pull up a chair. Take your seat. The Black Tape with me, Dr. Greg Carr, here on the Black Star Network. Every week, we'll take a deeper dive into the world we're living in. Join the conversation only on the Black Star Network.
So I was at a church in Houston last week speaking. They did two services. I preach, but I don't preach. My wife ordained. She got papers. I'm bootleg.
Okay. Right.
Okay. So I'm in my presentation with the first service. I sold out of books. I did the books. I sold out of books. I kept a stash of books in my brother's house.
Okay.
And I said, Dad, you can go to the house. I said, we sold out of books. I said, that's money in boxes. Go to Reggie's house, get them boxes. So he came back. So he comes in, he grabbed me like 3 cases of books. He was coming in. I was like, yeah, my parents here. I said, so I told the story. I said, look, growing up, I talked a lot. I said, I got more ass whoopings. I did say ass whoopings in church because ass is also biblical.
It's true.
And I said, but now I get paid to talk for a living. I said, my parents are living in my house in Dallas. It's paid for. Mm-hmm. I said, I paid off their car. I said, so talking did all of that. I said, I personally think I'm owed an apology. Because that was practice. I was practicing my craft at a very early age. Mm-hmm. I said, so I really believe they owe me an apology.
So in other words, like if your dad had stomped a mud hole in your ass, perhaps you wouldn't be where you are.
And he would not be living in my paid off house.
Exactly.
The car would not have been paid off.
Revenge would have been a...
I would not have had the OJs perform at their 50th wedding anniversary.
Okay.
Would not have sent them on an all expense paid trip to Hawaii. None of those things would have transpired.
Right.
Had he stuffed a mud hole in my ass. Because that could have broken my spirit.
Right.
That could have prevented me.
Now see, here's the thing though. That same logic is being used to not beat people's kids these days. Like certain people use that same logic to not beat people these days.
I was beaten.
Right.
So when he mentioned that, I had flashbacks to the previous beating.
Got it.
So we had already established the marker of ass whoopings.
Right.
They've been established.
Right.
So it wasn't like it just started. It was like my brother. Him and his wife, they started that.
Right.
They had a daughter. I think Elizabeth was like 4.
Okay.
And when I ran a website, I would go to Houston, hang out at their crib for 2 weeks. I'm like, I run a website from anywhere. And so my brother said, hey, just want you to know, we don't spank Elizabeth. And I was like, I don't know what house she grew up in, but I know what house you grew up in.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, all right, these y'all rules, y'all new parents. Okay. All right, I was like, fine.
Yeah.
So we sit in the living room, and she's sitting probably like, I'm sitting on the couch right here. She's probably on the edge of the seat where you are watching TV. TV loud.
Right.
He in the kitchen cooking. He say, Elizabeth, turn TV down. She don't move. Elizabeth, turn TV down. She don't move. And I'm reading a book, and I was like, he just asked her ass twice, 4 times. Then she turned it down. Mm-hmm. No. He asked for something else. Then, she did turn it down. So then I needed her to do something. I said, Elizabeth. She right there. Elizabeth. She don't move. Snatch your ass. My brother go. He said, bruh, remember, we don't spank Elizabeth. I said, cool. Y'all don't spank Elizabeth. I'm about to beat the shit out of her. I said, I am not going to be calling a 4-year-old 4 times. But I need her to do something. Yeah. I said, her ass going to remember Uncle Roro next time. When I call her damn name, she going to respond. Because see, we didn't get 2 calls. We got 1.
And then the shoe.
Yeah, or the shoe.
Then the shoe.
Or the, something happened.
Something was thrown at you.
My mama baked cake. She had these damn wooden spoons.
Yeah.
Those wooden spoons serve multiple purposes.
Yep.
To stir icing and smack the shit out of 5 kids. My sister gave her ass a wooden spoon for Christmas.
Yeah.
As a throwback a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's like that was it. So we just did not, and it was just different. It was okay that you had this here. Remember you only had 1 phone in the house?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Did your dad do this? You on the phone, talking to a girl. I need to use the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we felt it was respectful for them to put the phone down and give us a couple of minutes to end our phone call. Did you hear what I said? I need to use the phone. I need you to end your call right now. He didn't hang up. He's like, I'm sorry, which part of this?
Why you still talking?
Right.
Why you still talking?
Right. The only answer, babe, I'm gonna call you back. Right.
Hang up the phone.
He was like,
yeah. I think my dad
There were no boundaries.
My dad was more encouraging in that way. He would be like, who you on the phone with? Dad, this is Tiffany. All right, let me know when you are. Like he would encourage that. You know what I mean?
No.
But if it was one of my boys, he'd be like, no, you got to hang up. You got to hang up. Hang up now. Hang up now.
He was like,
yeah.
Did I tell him to use the phone?
Did I stutter?
I'm done.
Yeah.
So it was.
Yeah.
It was my sister. I got 3 sisters. I'm in college.
Yeah.
Come home. I was like, what happened, door? And the oldest sister was on me. She's like, you. I was like, what happened? She said, Kenya told Daddy this was her room.
Oh.
Daddy said, oh, this your room?
To the door.
Went to the toolkit. Came back, took the
Hinges off the door.
Get your ass dressed for the next 2 weeks in your room. See, that was life. That were real.
Now see, that's a life lesson. He had to hit nobody.
He had to hit nobody.
He had to hit nobody. I think there is a version at this point. Now, if I had 5 kids, I don't know if I'd be able to. See, you don't have the time,
right,
to like talk to them.
Me and my brother were the oldest.
You don't have time with 5 kids. Like,
no.
With 5 kids, you might have to hit somebody. You might have to make an example of the first 3 so that the bottom 2 actually understand.
And that's really what happened.
Like, I saw what happened.
That's right. That's right.
No,
I'm
good. I'm good.
That's why everybody got mad at Joe Jackson. I was like, y'all, they had about 9, 10 kids.
Yeah,
I'm
too
like,
many kids,
y'all,
man.
I'm like, you get mad. Right.
You got time to sit there and negotiate with that many kids. You know what I mean? And I don't believe in negotiation, but I like my kid to think about what he did, and I like him to think about, the critically about why what he did impacted us and stuff. And he's kind of an analytical mind like me, which is nice because I can have these kind of conversations. My daughter, it's like good and evil with her. You know what I'm saying? It's good and evil with her. You got to make it plain and simple.
Did you ever have a moment where you defied one of your parents and you were like, I'm going to stand my ground and let's see who breaks? You ever had one of those moments?
While I was living in their house?
Yes.
No.
Well, we were eating one night.
Did you?
Yes.
Why?
Twice. Because I was eating them goddamn peas.
See, I don't understand this.
I hate peas. Like, peas are the most, there's no flavor. There's just, like, why do peas even exist? I wouldn't eat them damn peas.
Yeah.
And he was like, you ain't get another piece of chicken unless you eat them peas. I said, guess we can get another piece of chicken because I ain't eating them peas. He said, we gonna sit this table till you eat them peas. I was like, in my head, about to be some sitting motherfuckers. I ain't about to eat them goddamn peas.
Yeah.
So we sat there.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him. Mm-hmm. Everybody else left. Mm-hmm. 4 of the kids gone. Mama gone. And here's the deal. I stayed up late all the time.
Right.
To 6, 7 in the morning.
Wow.
My mom, to this day, you look up, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, where we going next?
Right.
That's my thing. I'm sitting like, he can't outlast me. He fall asleep. To this day, my dad fall asleep 30 minutes into the movie. We go asking what happened. We're like, wake up! The whole family was like, we ain't rewinding, no.
You're right.
So, Doc, he was sitting, and I was like, he ain't about to outlast me. Man, I swear we probably about 2-3 hours into this. It was a standoff.
Right.
Pack this shit up and put it in the refrigerator. Take your ass to sleep. I was like, yeah, you weren't gonna last me. I mean, I was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
But what did you gather from that?
I wouldn't eat them goddamn peas.
But I mean, like, what did you get out of winning?
I have to eat them damn peas.
So you still to this day won't eat peas?
Hell no.
Okay.
We raised 6 of my nieces. I said to them, look, your job is to make sure they eat vegetables. I eat 3. That's it.
Okay.
Cabbage, okra, green beans. Not soulful green beans. The other green beans that ain't being cut. That shit got to be made in olive oil and garlic.
Okay.
But don't come to me with them other. That's it. I ain't trying to. They say corn not a vegetable. That shit a vegetable to me. But I'm not. Don't come to me. I'm not eating that.
Right.
Because my dad, we had vegetable week.
Right.
Asparagus, squash. I was like, dude, what's up with all this?
Right.
No, I ain't eating them damn things. I'm not gonna do it. And just that, and it's like, yo, you ain't. Hey man, when I was in elementary school, with a Vanguard school, we had traditional school, same school, and we had this basketball game, biggest game of the year. Vanguard versus regular school. Regular school wanted to beat our ass. Oh, you smart ass. It was all that. He accused me of saying something to one of the other girls that I did not say.
Right.
And he was like, you gonna sit here, you're not gonna play in the game unless you apologize. I know I ain't do nothing wrong. I guess ain't gonna be no me playing that game. Now again, any other kid would have been, yo, get an apology, go play. This is like the big game of the year. Set the shorts, knee pads, laced up. Gonna sit our ass right here. I ain't moved for 3 hours. Straight up. I can be unmovable.
Clearly.
So what I learned there, and I've applied that in my career.
I'm so happy to hear that you've applied it in your career. Now here's my question, Roland, because I think everybody wants to know. How have you applied it in your marriage?
Same thing.
Unmovable.
Doc,
Stubborn.
look.
Stubborn.
No, it's not stubborn.
Do you just pick your battles?
It's not. No.
Okay.
It's not stubborn.
Okay.
I'm clear and I'm concise.
Okay.
Okay. When you're clear and you're concise, me and Sherry Shepard had this conversation.
Okay.
Here's the greatest, in my opinion, this is the greatest mistake that people make with marriage.
Okay.
They refuse to accept who a person is.
Mm-hmm.
This is you. What makes you, you. What makes you unique, what makes you wonderful, all of that. I'm going to let you do you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, if I was married before, first of all, love antiques, hate antiques. Hate shit smell old. I like dip that shit in Lysol before you bring it to the house. Okay? I said use the whole bottle of Pine Sol. I hate it. Why are you going to insist I go antique shopping? I hate it.
Right.
I'm not going to be happy.
Right.
I'm not happy. Your ass going to be miserable.
Right.
Why? If that's what you love, antique your ass for the whole weekend.
Right.
I'm good with that. I am perfectly fine with if this was somebody doesn't like and you know it and you're clear, ain't no problem.
I agree with
you.
you.
Don't sit here and I want you to wear this here. I ain't wearing it. The person, cool. You don't have to wear it. The mistake I think a lot of people make is they want to change somebody. Mm-hmm. They want to alter somebody. They don't want to accept who they are. And then say, because my whole deal is, I want you to be happy. I'm happy. It's like when we go on vacation. You on vacation. I'm on vacation. Do whatever you want to do. Your ass want to go hiking? Hike the hell on. You want to go horseback riding? Horseback the hell on. I'm playing golf.
Yeah.
Period. And that's I'm telling you, I just think that people, I see people, I have these conversations with folk and they're like, oh, my husband, leave stuff all over. Well, let his ass leave shit in that room. Why are you tripping? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't do that. My wife got shit all over the place. She has plot in our room, I call it the abyss.
Right.
I'll be like, I ain't even come sitting over here. It's just, she just got stuff. I'm like, you know what? This your shit.
Right.
This your space.
Yeah, it's a reflection of you.
But he's all deal. No.
And you're good.
You can do whatever you want over here.
Good. Yeah.
I ain't moving a damn thing.
Yeah.
I ain't vacuuming over there. Mm-hmm. I ain't doing none of that. And I'm telling you, we good.
Yeah.
Rolling good, jacket good, gone. I don't take the trash out.
Right.
I don't even know the schedule. She loved doing that. Doc, you can't ask me a damn thing about a car. That ain't my job. That ain't my skill set. This is my skill set. Using that as my skill set.
Right.
That's what I've been put here to do. I don't do that.
Okay. No, I get that. I agree with you. I think if there was more of that understanding and accepting people for where they are, there would be a lot less conflict
Right, conflict.
Yeah.
We like that. Look, I got dry cleaning stuff. I got stuff that I wash, piles, light, dark, hot, warm, cold. She like, you got too many special clothes. She like that. That's. I was like, we all good. Don't wash my shit. I don't need you to wash it. I got it. Mom and Dad taught me how to cook, how to bake, how to clean. The only thing I do not know how to do that I regret is how to sew a button on. Because I've had too many buttons break, and I'm like, damn, I don't know how to sew a button on. I just need to go ahead and just learn it.
They got YouTube videos.
Nope. That ain't gonna work. Because what's gonna happen?
What you gotta learn it from somebody
No, you gotta
older than you?
No, you gotta
got
learn it. Now somebody gotta show. Yeah, you gotta learn from somebody older. You can't just say, hey, how you learn how to sew a button? YouTube. No, that shit don't even sound like a good story. My mama taught me how to sew. My dad taught me how to sew that button. I mean, what? That ain't even a good ass story.
Okay, but
Who taught me? YouTube.
I understand it, but if you really want to learn,
I mean, I really want to learn, but
you
I don't really want to
learn.
learn. I mean,
okay, but you don't really
want to learn.
learn.
I don't really want to learn.
Right.
Like,
it would be nice if you knew.
Right, because
or if somebody could show you.
If I got that much time, I'm actually doing some other shit. I'm gonna learn some other stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I am a believer of I don't need unnecessary shit in my head.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, that's a good. There's a lot of shit, in terms of the bandwidth that we have these days, and there's so much going on. Would you agree that there's more going on now?
Oh, absolutely.
Ever before?
Oh, absolutely.
Like it's just,
the flood of information, and I think what we have to learn is how to actually slow everything down, diminish everything. Again, it's knowing what you do.
Yeah.
For me, this is what I do. I've done media since I was 14 years old. So just like when I run into people who are actors, who are singers, who are athletes, and they're like, oh, since I was in elementary school, this is what I do.
Yeah. I
don't let anything else get in. I'm not interested in other stuff. Like this is what I want to do. And the thing for me is, and I enjoyed learning my craft and learning about a new camera, or I like that camera angle, that camera shot.
Right.
So that's what I love.
Right.
And again, we're real quick because like I don't know about you. So did y'all have a conversation before you got married? Like, look, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm good with this. So like for instance, I said, I ain't trying to see no bills.
Okay.
I don't want to see no bills. We don't need to have a conversation about bills. Do what you do. I'm gonna go to work. All I know is when I go use my card, it works.
I ain't had that conversation, but yeah, no, I'm used to bills.
I mean, we all had bills, but I was like, look, I don't.
Yeah.
So if you're somebody who knows how to manage money well, do you?
Right. Got it. You're a role player.
100%.
You're like, stay in your lane, you stay in your lane, you do your job, did you play team sports?
I played.
Because you talk about the knee
baseball
pads and
growing
stuff
up. I played basketball in junior high school, 2 years of baseball in high school.
Okay. So you got enough team sports and then.
But it's all when you do media, same thing as team.
That's what I'm saying. I try to tell this. I try to tell this people all the time. I think team sports helps everybody understand.
Yes.
How
Plus, I played in the band. It really was band. It really was music.
That's another thing.
It really was music.
You understand. You got to work with other people to understand how to make an operation like this work.
Yeah.
So that everybody kind of plays their lane. Everybody plays their role. Everybody plays their position, because that's how you make real music.
Yes.
And that is, I stand with you 100%.
And especially if you like it. Like, for instance, I do not like fixing shit.
Got it. Okay.
That ain't what I do.
Yeah.
I have no... Comedian Royal Watkins, I saw him on Instagram, he put together, he refinished a door.
Right.
Never.
Right.
Roland ain't never going to refinish a door.
Right.
There's a some bitch out there who has studied how to refinish doors.
Let them do it.
I don't believe in taking food off their table.
Right.
Now, when his or her ass decides to host a show, then I might consider refinishing that door. I believe everybody. I ain't taking food off your table. I ain't taking food. You taking food off my table. I'm good. I'm perfectly.
Right.
We had a sink. Something happened with the piping, so my wife, my sister, supposed to go get it fixed. I was like, let me know when y'all get this thing fixed. That ain't what I do. Okay?
Right.
I'm going to shoot some shit.
Right.
They doing stuff. Damn, I got to cook something. Then water come out. Shh, man, let me go fix this shit. Damn.
You really know what to do.
I was not happy. Man, I knew. I was like, okay, hit a pipe, got it, fastener. Go to Home Depot. You know what I'm saying?
It's not your thing.
You don't understand. I don't think you. Michael,
Jesus was a carpenter rolling.
That was Jesus.
Where is your manhood rolling?
That was Jesus. I ain't fixing shit. I'm not. No.
Right.
I go. All right. Damn. I gotta fix this.
Right.
Cause I'm cook. I can't cook because the damn water's going down, hitting the thing. I don't know where they went. I'm like, when y'all back?
Right.
Fix this damn piping.
Right.
Man, I go to Home Depot, walk in. I was like, all right, yo man, this piece that's broke, give me another one. I need how many? 2 fashions. The guy's like, I said, I need this cut. He's like, well, you gonna need a hacksaw. I said, man, what's a hacksaw? You don't know what a hacksaw is? I said, motherfucker, no. I said, if you want to know how to build a newspaper, call my ass.
Right.
You want to know how to design one? This ain't the shit I do. Just show me what a goddamn hacksaw is so I can get out this damn store. It's when you know what you do.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then there's people who are like the jack of all trades.
Nope.
The master of none, and then you believe in being the master of one trade. I do one thing, and then I golf.
Precisely.
Right. Okay.
That's it. We ain't we don't need to sit here and have a discussion. No. That's why you grew up with Yellow Pages, right?
Yeah.
That's why that shit exists. Call somebody. Put 10 in here?
10, and you don't come out till you die. And you eat him, you eat him.
Oh my God.
So what?
Hatred on the streets, a horrific scene, a white nationalist rally that descended into deadly violence.
White people are losing their damn minds.
As an angry pro-Trump mob storms the U.S. Capitol, we've seen
We're about to see the rise of what I call white minority resistance. We have seen white folks in this country who simply cannot tolerate black folks voting.
I think what we're seeing is the inevitable result of violent denial.
This is part of American history. Every time that people of color have made progress, whether real or symbolic, there has been what Carol Anderson at Emory University calls white rage as a backlash.
This is the rise of the Proud Boys and the Boogaloo Boys. America, there's going to be more of this.
Here's all the Proud Boys, guys.
This country is getting increasingly racist in its behaviors and its attitudes because of the fear of white people.
The fear that they're taking our jobs, they're taking our resources, they're taking our women. This is white fear. I prayed to the Lord. Lord, I need you. I'm real specific with my prayers.
Yeah.
God, I need you to provide me with enough resources to do 3 things.
Okay.
Number 1, valet park. Dude, I'm from Houston. Big ass parking lots. Do you understand what it was like when you would go shopping with your parents and the parking lot full and your ass parked way the hell over there and you sitting there growing up like, damn, that'd be nice if we could, man, just drop the car off right up front. That was on the prayer list.
Okay.
Number 2, Lord, I need to be able to run my air conditioner all day on 70.
Wow.
Grew up in Houston.
That's very specific.
Because that shit was on 80.
Right.
Do you know what it's like living in Houston, Texas, and it's August, and the AC is set on 80? Meaning it...
That sounds counterintuitive.
No, because the deal is we ain't having no high electric bill, so we're sweating.
Right.
No, God, they turn the fan on. We got central. You ain't paying these bills.
Right.
No lie, bro. I graduated from college, had my job, went home, and the unit was right next to my parents' bedroom. So, man, it wasn't even 2,000 square foot house we grew up in. That unit was right outside their bedroom. So whenever that unit turned on, my dad, he heard the damn fan.
Yeah.
Man, I came home, I said, this is some bullshit. I ain't sitting in this hot ass house this weekend. So I dropped that thermostat. This wasn't on the punch button. No, this is where you had to slide it down.
Right.
I slid that sucker down to 70. Man, next thing I hear, jump out the bed. He had like an extra lock on. 5 kids, you ain't coming up in them. You can hear,
yeah.
Door open, runs out, goes to the thermostat. Who put this on 70? This was me. I don't want to hear nothing for the rest of the weekend about that AC. But $200 check. All right, look, that's going to pay probably for the rest of the month. That's going to be on 7 the rest of this damn weekend. And that was like, shit, all right, okay, cool.
At that point, the principal is gone.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? The finances are there. You stepped up. You
AC
did the
on
right
80,
thing.
you don't pay the light bill.
That's a classic father-son moment to me.
70?
Step up.
Here.
You want it on 70, you pay
Boom.
for it. Step up.
He was like, shit, okay.
Okay.
Done the rest of the month. The third one, I got to be able to call somebody to fix shit. Lord, I said, that's what I need. I said, I need you to provide the resources.
Yeah.
To do these 3 things.
Yeah.
For me. Valet park. Run my AC all day and call somebody to fix stuff.
Valet park. You can't valet park everywhere.
Most places now you can.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Okay, you walk out the joint.
Yeah.
It's raining. It's cold. It's hot.
Yeah.
You tired. I don't drink. You ain't trying. I got to now go look for the car. No. I want to be able to walk out. Voila. Car.
Got it.
Goals.
Yeah. You sanitize your seat and your steering wheel after somebody valets your car?
Well, they don't valet shit now, so everything, since COVID.
Oh, valet's back?
Oh, not Virginia.
Oh.
No, they park your shit over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So COVID put an end to your prayers.
But, no, right. No, the prayers.
COVID put an end to your prayers.
No, the prayers work because of my status. I'm going to park right there. Oh, Mr. Martin, go ahead and just leave your car right there. Go ahead.
Right.
You keep the keys right there. Yeah.
Okay, so you still get away with it.
Oh, yeah, no, like I run to places, Roll, man, I love your show. Yeah, go ahead and just park right there. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
No,
there are privileges with that. So
there are
yeah, there are privileges. It's it's always you go somewhere, and especially you got, my wheelhouse is a middle-aged black woman. Psh, we good.
Right.
We good.
Right.
They do me probably like how they do you. Ooh, I love your eyes. Ooh, I love you so smart in the new doc. We in. If I roll up and I'm like, shit, we good. No problem. Don't matter what it is. Give me a middle-aged black woman who's a security guard.
Yep.
Doc, I was at the NBA All-Star game here. Went to the party. Brother's like, you're the band? Sister's like, Mr. Mark, come on in. Don't mind his ass. So I go, and we go to the elevator. I hear, see, I told you, little young son of a bitch, you need to watch the goddamn news. Do you know who that is?
Right.
That's Mr. Roland Martin. That's the man who speaks for Black America. What the hell is wrong with your ass? See, you walk around here watching that bullshit YouTube videos all damn day. You should be watching some goddamn TV. Mr. Martin, I'm sorry, you and your wife, y'all go here and enjoy the party. He said, the young ass don't know shit. Y'all don't watch shit, don't read shit. That's Roland damn Martin. What's wrong with you? Dude, I am cracking up laughing at the elevator.
Yeah, there are perks. There are perks. There are definitely perks. TSA agents, yeah. Shh. It works well. It works well.
And see, when you got pulled.
Yeah. Like, that's real currency.
Oh.
Some people don't understand that's real currency. Like, you know, you could be like Jeff Bezos and they don't recognize you. You know, and then again, you don't go to the airport.
Yeah, because you don't
call up and tell them, get it ready. Meet me at Target. With the helicopter and take me to.
Right, right. Now, he don't even drive to the airport.
He don't even just wipers. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? You don't even.
It is currency.
Yeah. It's real currency though. Like if you still do the kind of the commercial way of life.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You go to airports, and train stations,
still
and
do.
stuff. I still get mad love from everybody who works.
That's what I'm about to say.
I love that.
Explain to the people, man, what that black love is. And I know
that's a good question.
A lot of people give us love. Hold up, I got white fans, I got Latino, Asian fans, but black love is dog. I mean, it's brought me to tears several times.
Yeah. No, it is. So the stigma is that we don't stick together, and in some ways that's true. You know what I mean? When we do something in the public eye, we could be the first ones to tear each other apart. Right. But I think black love, it is the currency that, like, I agree with you. When you get it, when you receive it, you can't help but feel like not only validated in what you do, but it makes you work harder.
Oh yeah.
Right? It makes me want to work harder. It makes me want to make more movies or more TV shows that service this audience. Because at the end of the day, they can, like you said, they can take your life and make something that would seem exhausting and laborious and all of this. Yep. They can just simplify it and bypass certain things and just, like you said, it's like just push you on through. And quite frankly, that is a currency that, you can't really put a price tag on that.
Yeah.
It is, I mean, I've been in airport lounges and, been like, I got two other people with me and they're like, just, you good. Just go ahead. You know what I mean? And it's
Dude,
like, it's good. And then, I've also like gone to the airport on my way to like a funeral.
Yeah.
And been like emotionally a wreck. And they can just feel that and be like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna pray for you and I'm gonna make sure you're all right. Mm-hmm. Come this way. Mm-hmm. Come this way. And you'll be like, and I understand that everybody would like it if it went that way for them. I totally get it. And it's sad that it can't always be that way. But when it happens to me, you talk about black love, that right there, when they recognize where you are,
man,
nothing better than that.
We have these, we are saying, my crew. That was a bow down moment.
Okay.
So Henry, who you met, Henry has struggled with I can hear him right now.
I can hear him. Yeah, no, he's wondering, how did this happen to me?
He struggled with, because when he first met, he was like, man, I run DC. I'm the man. I was like, well, that was before I got here. So we have this constant, like, yeah, people know you, but come on. I mean, you ain't really a celebrity. Like, you ain't that big. And I was like, okay. Watch this. So there have been multiple bow down moments, things that have happened.
Right.
So we went to Essence. Since you brought up Essence.
Yeah, Essence. Okay.
Essence. So they give you the media pass, but there's a bunch of people got media pass.
Right.
So I told my crew at TV One, I said, to my boss, I said, yeah, I need you to make up our own credentials. So we're talking about TV One. So they had big old TV One logo, and I was like, nobody know TV One. I have no disrespect, but I had the biggest social media following. I said, nobody know TV One. I said, so put that at the bottom. So I need you to put a large photo of me. Folks like, on the show logo. So he put a little hologram on it too.
Right.
So he was like, hey, what's this bullshit? This shit ain't gonna do nothing. What the? I'm like, okay. So we did one year. He's trying to go through a side door. Dude's like, you can't come through here. He said, he said, don't matter. You gotta walk all the way around now. You can't come through here. We come upstairs, he bitching. Man, I'm mad as hell. I'm like, dude, why are you, this is the first day, why you tripping? Man, dude wouldn't let me come through that. I like, oh, that shit ain't gonna happen to me. He's like, oh, so you think you all that shit, how ain't gonna happen? I was like, yeah. So it's time for us to go hit the floor. So we got on an escalator. You know how, like when you a kid, like you talking behind your opinion? You think, well, look what you gonna do. I'm hearing all this back there. We get to the bottom of the escalator. I walk out. He's like, Mr. Morton, how you doing? You can walk your way right through here. And he was like, man, I was just here. What? He was like, he says, you ain't tell me you were Mr. Martin. So, took an ego hit. Ooh, that wasn't the biggest ego hit. So then he's still talking. Shit ain't doing nothing. So they going to the Superdome. They in the SUV. Roll up the cops. Y'all ain't got no parking pass. Y'all ain't got no. What y'all think y'all doing? Dale driving. Dale showed the credential. He like, say. Move them barricades. They were rolling.
That's currency, man.
They went through 3 barricades.
Yeah.
He was like, hell, what? I was like, I told you.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me.
Yeah.
But the one that finally did it, they woke up late. They about to miss the flight. They get to the airport. It's 20 minutes before the flight leaves, meaning the door gonna close.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Dale, like, I gotta make this flight. Dale roll up, he's like, my boss is on the plane. I have to get this to him and I have to be on this flight. Now mind you, this Essence, Monday morning, line right all in the airport.
Right.
Why Dale make that flight? Every TSA person let him through, and he texted them like, made the flight. They're like, how they make the flight? He's like, sure, they rolling Martin pass.
It's like an easy pass on the freeway.
Hey, dog.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it is a real currency, and I'm grateful for it.
And it's love.
It's love because it's like we all looking out for each other. Like you know, like what you do, you looking out for us, and we gotta look out for you. Like it's a mutual thing.
Right.
And I think that is, kind of one of the benefits of what we do and how we look out for each other.
And how we touch people. And that's the thing, man, that I explain to people. You have to, it's how you impact people. I've had people come up to me, man, who dude, I wasn't following politics until I started watching you. Man, how you break. And I'm talking about, I've had people emotional who just embrace you and they're crying.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, which is why I tell people, don't play with this. Mm-hmm. And don't take this for granted.
Never.
And that's the thing right there.
No, it means the world to me. It really does. And even my family has seen the benefits of it, you know what I mean? And it's like,
my brother was in Canada.
Really?
Dude was like, Roland Martin. People think we twins.
Right.
He was like, nah, man. He said, nah, man, I see you on TV. I'm going to give you a free limo ride. Come on. My brother was like, I was like, go with that shit. Because, like, people really think we twins. He was like, he go all around the country, he's like, no, I'm not my brother. They were like, yeah, Roland, stop tripping. That's you.
For real?
Serious,
wow.
man.
Wow.
One woman argued us down and said we were not twins. She said we were twins. I'm like, okay, he was born November 13th, 1967. I was born November 14th, 1968. I think we know if we're not twins. She's like, nah, y'all twins.
But a year apart, like that.
1 year, 1 day.
That's twins.
Yeah, well, you know.
Just technically twins.
So he's gone long with it a couple times.
Right, it's technically twins though. I get it. I mean, you know what I mean? If I saw it,
and we look alike.
Really?
Yeah, people look alike. But it was so to the point that his wife got mad because folk thought their son was mine.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And of course, it didn't help the situation that the son was born November 12th.
Wow.
Right. We are Valentine's Day babies. All our parents were on Valentine's Day.
My whole family was August birthdays, so we were all like Thanksgiving babies.
Oh yeah, they were all screwing right there.
Yeah, right. Thanksgiving, like right after Thanksgiving, everybody conceived a child. Because we got a ton of August birthdays in my family.
Y'all like, get turkey and dressing.
It's something about Thanksgiving that led to a bunch of baby making.
Wow.
We had like 10, 12 birthdays. In the month of August.
My nephew Chris 12th, I'm 13th, brother 13th, 14th. My grandmother was the 16th.
Yeah.
There
used to be a streak of birthdays for like 8, 9 days where every other day was a birthday.
Dang.
And it was magical. You know, it was magical. So yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? I get the holidays tend to lead to baby making.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get it.
Those are our markers.
Okay.
Grow your business or career with Grow with Google's wide range of online courses, digital training, and tools. Gain in-demand job skills with flexible online training programs designed to put you on the fast track to jobs in high-growth fields. No experience is necessary. Learn at your own pace. Complete the online certificate program on your own terms. Stand out to employers, get on a path to in-demand jobs, and connect with top employers who are currently hiring. Take one professional career certificate program or all 6. Earn a Google Career Certificate to prepare for a job in a high-growth field like data analytics, project management, UX design, cybersecurity, and more. All professional career certificate programs must be completed by December 31st, 2024. Scan the QR code to complete the application. There are 1,000 scholarships available. Grow with Google and J. Hood and Associates. Be job ready and qualify for in-demand jobs.
Is there something that you want to do in your career that you haven't done? What would you really like to do?
There's a lot. There's a lot. Like people always ask me if I want to direct, and I'm like, yeah, but there's so many things I want to do as an actor first. And I'm stupid like that. Like I'd prefer to just knock this all out and then do that. But everybody's like, you got to multitask. You got to do this, and I'm like, it's just not what I do.
I disagree.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
When you're in the pocket, no, you stay in the pocket.
I mean, but you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like you, I don't want to mix it up. Like I don't want to direct myself in something either.
Right.
Like I'd rather pick one and do that.
And it's also focus. Is what are you channeling your energies into? Right.
So, that's where I'm at. But in terms of like things that I want to do, like there was a time when I wanted to do biopics and stuff, and I no longer want to do biopics.
Really?
Yeah, because I find them all to be a little bit cliche or the same. You know what I mean? It feels like the same story kind of over and over and over.
Well, but it's Hollywood. It's a formula.
Right. Like
and so if you do one, it's like maybe you do one where you help write it and you redefine it.
Yeah, I mean, if you could to redefine the biopic would be epic because it hasn't been done in my opinion. But I feel like
growing up, painful,
overcoming adversity, whether it was familial or systemic or drugs or whatever.
I want to see a biopic where all my shit good, everything was good,
but everybody finds that boring. Right? Everybody finds that boring because they're like, well, where's the tragedy?
Yes,
what did you overcome?
Yes, right.
And so
where's the pain?
So that's what I'm saying. So the genre itself has been defined by the struggle. And I struggle with the black aesthetic and the black aesthetic being rooted in pain.
Yeah.
I struggle with that.
Right.
Because I feel like, while I think there's room for that, for sure, there's room for that, I can't watch another slavery movie, and I can't find the beauty in a slavery movie anymore because there's nothing more. That's just somebody defining the black aesthetic as an art form, and it's rooted in pain and misery and oppression. Well, that's kind of what made, in my opinion, Black Panther work, was that nobody was oppressing Wakanda.
Right.
Nobody was oppressing Wakanda. In fact, Wakanda was more advanced and ahead of everything else.
Right.
They were the standard by which, and the secret, right? They were the standard and the secret. And that was kind of beautiful to see because too often the black aesthetic, as I said, whether it's art, music, you were talking about Mary, it's rooted in pain.
Right.
It's rooted in pain. Like, we got artists with great songs. You look at, I'm sure if you did somebody asked me about playing Smokey Robinson one time, and I remember thinking to myself, what'd he go through? Because you got to go through, you got to overcome something. You know what I mean?
Smokey went through the drug addiction.
Right. But so did 90% of musicians, artists, and people that died early. Like, it's like, I mean, it's kind of like once you've seen one or two of them, I feel like you kind of get it. And while everybody's struggle is different, if it's all about drugs or if it's all about, like your father beating you or abuse and stuff like that, I feel like we've all done that.
It's sort of like when, I remember when the Cosby Show came out. That's not us. Actually, it is. When I talked to Matty Rich, the Inkwell, that ain't us. No, actually it is.
It is.
And so part of the problem actually, I believe, for African Americans, what has not happened is too many of us have not been truly exposed to really who we are. Yes, there have been black folks on Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
There have been black people who set up oil deals in other countries. There have been African Americans who have done a multitude of things. But the problem is when you're walking around and you've only seen or heard one or two things. The nation's first black newspaper was Freedom's Journal, and they wrote on March 16, 1827, "We wish to plead our own cause. Too long have others spoken for us."
Yeah.
And that's the mantra of the black press.
Right.
And that's crucial because...
Send me that, by the way. I need to keep that because that's everything.
And those of us who worked in black newspapers, like we literally have, like that has been stamped into. I mean, like you memorize that.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me in the shows that I've done when I've been places, and I'm like, no. We're going to tell the story.
Yeah.
Through our prism.
Yeah.
From our perspective. That's why, again, when I was talking to somebody, they were asking me, they said, what are we going to talk about? I was like, it's just going to happen.
Right.
Because to me, I said, it's a conversation. It's just a dialogue. Right. And then whatever comes out of it, that's what comes out of it.
Yeah.
I don't have an executive sending me notes.
Right.
Well, we need to focus on this. It's like, I said when I had someone who was like, yeah, but I'm not pitching anything. I don't need you to pitch anything.
Why do we always have to do that, though? Like, this is why I said yes unequivocally, because in my opinion, everybody wants you to come and talk and hopefully get something that goes viral, but at the same time, the incentive is you get to pitch what you want to sell to the people. And oftentimes, like, I think as an artist, you don't always feel like selling.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't always feel
see,
like
my deal is
selling,
when you have something come out like, yo, Mike, let me know, I'm gonna push it out.
Great. That's great. And it's as simple as that. Again, that's Black love. But I also think, going back to what you were saying about where we are, we're not allowed the spectrum that other folks are allowed to have. And that's, you talk about the Inkwell,
spectrum,
the Cosby Show.
range, right.
We have done great things. We have great teachers. Where's the Mansa Musa story? Like, we have done amazing things, right? We have done amazing things. But all we're told through the spectrum of Hollywood media, technically, is this Black aesthetic that we have not necessarily put forth of, let's see the pain and the suffering, because that makes for good drama. Right? And that's
because
that's
they
what I
are
disagree.
deciding what gets made.
And that's slowly changing because of what we were talking about before the interview, which is, people are starting to open up to telling the stories that haven't been told and the experiences of Black people that haven't been seen. Whether it's a Black skater. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't seen that story. That's fascinating to me because, often, where's the like, if you were to sit around with your boys and say, well, where's the Blackness in skateboarding? I guarantee you there's a skater out there who could make this abundantly clear, who can make it abundantly clear that you can be very Black and
someone sent me. There was some cats in Ghana.
Oh yeah,
I think it was skateboarders.
Okay,
and this video went viral.
Okay,
and they were just showing you the flavor and everything. It's just, but you're right in terms of how we see. I remember when Amanda Seales went after Will Smith for playing Richard Williams. Why they making a movie? It's called King Richard. Why is it about him, not about Serena and Venus? Because ain't no Serena and Venus without Richard.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say, and why not be one about Richard and Serena and Venus? No, damn that. How about having a movie that's about Richard and what about Serena and what about Venus? Mm-hmm. And I think that's a lot of time. I think that because of the dearth of movies and stories, we want that one to say everything. Mm-hmm. As opposed to, no, it's just going to say this here.
And what's interesting about what you just said is this. Oftentimes when we see that one that's supposed to kind of do it for us, we always walk away feeling like they didn't tell the whole story.
Right, because one can't tell everything.
Exactly. A 2-hour movie cannot tell you the whole story of anyone's life.
So let's not get one. Let's have 5.
Yeah.
Let's have 10. And that's why a lot of times I tell people we've got to pull back on. Man, I don't like that because that's just one. So the problem that we've had is we've never. That's why when again for Cosby Show people acted it was like they had the Black experience. Why? Because you've only been shown that this is one perspective of being Black. Yes, and then all of a sudden you say these stories. No, there are Black couples who are doctors and lawyers and who raise kids in
I actually grew up with a lot of people in the DMV.
Right.
A lot of doctors came out of Howard and Meharry and all these other schools, and they relocated. PG County, is filled with
HBCUs and got Black art on the wall.
Got Black art on the wall, and they respect jazz, and they were very much. And you're right. I remember when the Cosby Show came out, there was a backlash like this wasn't us, doctor and a lawyer, and
because it was Cosby. Then Fox had South Central.
But yeah, and then there was
that's us. No,
right.
That might be you.
Right.
That's not all of us.
But the interesting thing is that people were cool with the Jeffersons, right? People were cool with the Jeffersons, but somehow the Cosby Show was unreal. You had a Black man own his own business.
Living in a high-rise.
His own business, living in a high-rise.
In New York City.
Exactly, in New York City. On the east side? Come on, man. You know that's impossible. So it's like, it was happening, right? It was happening. And then on top of that, before that, it was like you had Good Times. right? And it's like, if they're not struggling in a Norman Lear world, right? If they're not struggling, then this can't be us. And while there are people that can relate to, you know, good times and the single parent household and all of that and the struggle and being in the hood, that's all great, but that doesn't speak for the whole diaspora. And this is why I think we have an opportunity, like I said, to show a spectrum of the Black experience, as opposed to this kind of tunnel vision version that is rooted in pain and abuse and tragedy and all of that, and the good feelings of winning a small victory. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, everybody didn't grow up like, what's his name? Raisin in the Sun. Walter Lee.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the Lees in that one. It's like this is the Black experience. And it's like, it's a part of it.
Right.
It's a part of it.
That's yours. And that's
a part of it.
It's like you've seen this before. They have these conversations and it comes up and they start talking about single mothers raising kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen this happen so many times. Mm-hmm. And folks like, now hold up, now wait a minute. You know, my mama raised me and my mama was it. They go on and on and on. And I go, you ever asked your mama if she actually wanted that experience? I'm like, y'all, no, it happened. I said, you can't tell me there's somebody who said, I voluntarily wanted to raise a child by myself and struggle and go through pain. No, things happened.
I didn't want any help.
Right.
Yeah,
I said, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then the problem is when you come along and you say, I grew up with my mama and dad. My mom and dad is still married. It's like you're an alien. And I'm like, no. Here's what's not going to happen. We are not going to have a discussion and we're going to define the Black family through the prism of only single Black mothers.
Yeah.
I say it because what you're not going to do is negate my grandfather and grandmother, maternal, not my mama and dad. That's my experience.
Right.
And so when I speak and people say, well, why did you take into account, you know, people grew up in single families? I said, because that ain't my experience.
Right.
If you ask Roland to come share my experience, I'm going to share you the experience of mama, daddy, 5 kids, growing up in a house that we owned.
Yeah.
I said, was it middle class? Yes, I can stand on my corner, see the DEA and the Houston Police Department take down a crack house. Well, I can also see family next door, raising kids, loving them. Next door, across the street, the Jordans over here.
Yep.
And I said, same spot. Mm-hmm. Crack house right there, strong Black families here. I said, but you're not gonna shut me up and not tell that story because that has to be told.
That's what I'm saying. It all has to be told. Like the whole spectrum has to be told. It just does. We can't just do it that way. You know who broke that mystique for me, if you will, or that misnomer about single mothers was Taraji. Taraji. One day on set we were talking and she broke down how she is, you know, Black women have definitely made being a single mom look like the strongest thing you could possibly ever do. Absolutely, right?
They no choice.
Kevin Durant's mom, Wanda, the real MVP. Right? But like you said, you know, what Taraji said was, I tell people all the time, I never wanted to do it this way.
Boom.
I didn't seek this out. I have found strength in being the only one. But no, I did not want it this way. And I remember being like, I'm not gonna say it blew my mind, but it opened me up to the reality that I had been somewhat brainwashed into thinking that just because single Black moms are strong individuals, they don't need any help. You know what I mean? And so it was fascinating, or they never want any help, right? You know what I mean? And when I say help, I don't mean like somebody to take care of them per se. I'm saying a partner.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
They ain't trying to have to be the one to work, cook, pick up, hold
hard.
you, scold you,
it's
love
hard
you.
to do it in a relationship.
It's with two people.
I can't even. I mean, when I think about how hard it would be to try and do this, to do what I'm doing, with by myself. I mean, the empathy that I have for anybody who's put in that situation, it has grown
and they're
exponentially.
yours. See, I don't have biological kids.
Yeah.
We've raised 6 of my nieces multiple times in the last 18 years.
Okay.
But I have no biological children.
Right.
But it's just a whole different world.
It is.
My nieces came a year and a half. I was like,
yeah.
Damn, daycare $1,500?
Yeah.
But twins? I'm like, damn. And I was making $110,000 a year. I'm like,
that's a lot.
Again, so you start understanding that. So man, it's a whole different deal. Last question for you.
Okay.
I asked you about something you really, really want to do. How do you deal with, Michael Ealy, he gonna play the light-skinned sexy brother boxes? How do you deal with the boxes that folk, all of a sudden, certain scripts might come, certain characters? How do you deal with saying, don't put me in a box. I ain't trying to be in a box. I need range. I need diversity. Like when you the dude who was hiding under the bed.
Perfect guy.
Right. I was like, his ass evil.
Right. Something wrong with him. Yeah,
right, something wrong with his ass.
With him,
but again, but that was a departure from different roles. How do you make it clear? Don't put me in a box.
I challenge myself as an artist and knowing that I'm going to challenge the audience, right? So oftentimes you come into this business off of one project where everybody's like, ooh, you stand out. Okay, for me it was Barbershop, Ricky, da-da-da-da-da-da. Ricky was nothing like me growing up, right? Nothing like me growing up. But if that's people's first experience with you, right, as an audience member, they tend to think that's the real you, right? So, for me, after that, I got a whole bunch of offers to play roles just like Ricky, right? This Tupac-esque type of thug, right? And I just said no over and over again, right? And then you keep trying to do other things. And then I went through a series of romantic movies and romantic leads, and I always try to bring some sort of gravitas to those roles. And then it was like, okay, well, but before I get into all of that, let me hit y'all with, For Color Girls, and step outside of the realm of what you expect of me to do. As an audience member in terms of being this romantic lead and everything. Because I didn't get into this business to be the romantic lead, that dude. Like I didn't get into this business. Because you can get locked in. You can totally get locked in.
Hugh Grant talked about that.
But I think and have you seen what he's been doing in the last 7 years? Hugh Grant has done some amazing work. Amazing work. From Paddington to The Gentleman. He's done some amazing work. The point is, you have to kind of break that mold yourself, right? If people said, Roland, you ain't no good unless you got CNN, you wouldn't be here today. You know what I mean? You have to do things for yourself.
Absolutely.
You have to break
Which is why I was still
mold.
with TV1. I never left when I joined CNN. I'm like, no, I can do both.
You can do both. But what I'm saying is, you have to kind of break these molds yourself. Yep. And, there are people who, to this day, say, I have not forgiven you for what you did in For Colored Girls. And I will say to them unequivocally, that is a high compliment. That is a high compliment.
I mean, you affected them and impacted.
You saw a character and not me. And I get that. And I appreciate that. And that makes me happy because before that, all you could see was physically what I look like, and you wanted to go with that, and you wanted to put me in a box. And then when I stepped outside the box, you got uncomfortable.
That was one.
That was by design.
When you talk about blackness, and what happens in black culture. We're about covering these things that matter to us, speaking to our issues and concerns.
This is a genuine people-powered movement.
There's a lot of stuff that we're not getting. You get it, and you spread the word.
We wish to plead our own cause. Too long have others spoken for us. We cannot tell our own story if we can't pay for it. This is about covering us. Invest in black-owned media. Your dollars matter. We don't have to keep asking them to cover our stuff. So please support us in what we do, folks. We want to hit 2,000 people, $50 this month, raise $100,000. We're behind 100,000, so we want to hit that. Y'all money makes this possible. Checks and money orders go to P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C. 20037-0196. The Cash App is $RM Unfiltered. PayPal is R Martin Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. Zelle is Roland at RolandSMartin.com. When Chadwick, people went off on him, weight loss. I was like, oh my God, are you sick? And I came to his defense. I was like, y'all don't know if he's doing a movie role. You don't know if he's doing something. And he asked me not when it happened. Mm-hmm. And I didn't when he was alive. But this is what he said. As an artist and a human, I share my feelings with you, but in the public realm, I can't explain myself. That takes away from the art and the way of the artist. Mm. I would rather be misunderstood than go explaining away the reasons for my actions. Mm-hmm. You will see it on the screen. Yeah. There's just a certain code that you live by when you do this for real. People don't understand our craft or our way of life. Both things feed each other.
Couldn't have been more well said. I just, there's something about that's very disturbing, and I said it earlier, there's the way we look out for each other and the way we tear each other apart. There is such a rush, and I'm sure I heard you went to see Dave the other night. Like, there's such a rush to find the guilt in people, to find the trash, the dirt, you know what I mean? Like, we have to avoid this. We have to. If, whether somebody's cheating on their wife or, there's something suspicious going on.
Dante Whitfield said that. He just too good. We gotta dirty him up. That's how people think.
Really?
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing, like, we can't do that. We can't impose that on each other. We have to be willing to let each other breathe a little bit and find ourselves. Too often, I'll be the first to say this, too often a kid will mess up in the music game or mess up in the acting game and say the wrong thing.
Right.
Right? They'll say the wrong thing. And instead of being like, I'm going to call this person.
Right.
I'm going to pull him aside.
Right.
And I'm going to teach him something about life.
Right.
Right? I'm just going to I'm going to take advantage of this person's success and celebrity and post something about how whack they are.
Especially when you know them.
Yeah.
Especially when you know them.
Even if you don't know them.
I pulled some cats aside, some journalists, and I was like,
have to do it.
Yo, listen up. I remember Yamiche Alcindor, you now see her on PBS. You see Wesley Lowery. They were posting some tweets that I thought were very opinionated, but they were objective journalists. I was like, yo, I need y'all to delete those. I said, I need y'all to understand something. I said, y'all young.
Yeah.
I said, they were in their mid-20s.
Yeah.
I said, Wesley, you with Boston Globe, New York Times, you won a Pulitzer Prize. I was Boston Globe, Washington Post. I said, you already won 2 Pulitzer Prizes. I said, Yamiche, you're the New York Times, you're on MSNBC, going here. I said, when you go to that editorial line, you can't go back.
Yeah.
I said, when I became a columnist, I said, You don't. I said you can sometimes do both. I said, but the reality is you can't go back. I was like, delete that. I said when it's time, then you can do it. I said, but don't knock yourself out of what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Prematurely. I said, make it planned. For me, it was planned.
Yeah.
I planned my career that way.
Right.
And they were like, man, I really appreciate that. And I'm like, yo, that's why we are here. There were people who did that for me. There were people who were elders who I listened to, who I talked to, I ran stuff by, who were like, say, Ro, no, you ain't doing that. Now, if you choose to still do it, but they told you.
Right.
They gave you the advice.
Right.
They gave you the counsel, but it's still on you to whether you do it or not.
Yeah.
And that's what we got to be able to do that.
Yeah, we just have to take a pause. Everything is not something you need to pounce on and seize upon and make somebody feel bad for making a mistake, especially when they're young. If you're older, you know what I mean, you're grown, I'm not saying, doesn't mean you ain't going through something. Let's be honest. You and I both know there's times when you're really going through something and you might make a mistake.
Yeah.
It's a mistake. No, unequivocally, you make a mistake.
That's why I tell a lot of artists, I was like, yo, before you get out there and comment on anything politically, call a brother. I'm like, this is what I do 24/7. I do, bro. I'll say it. I said, look. I said, call me. If you don't know, I said, I give you the rundown. I could put you on the phone with the person. I said, but call me. I don't want you out there commenting on stuff.
The amount of people that are uninformed about what's going on, again, when Afghanistan fell, and my wife is from Afghanistan, and people were just saying whatever they wanted to say without knowing the history of Afghanistan or anything, I remember being like, wow, there is so much. And Mark Lamont Hill talked about this. So much misinformation.
There you go.
And so many uninformed people speaking on this.
Yep.
And it's like, just not knowing anything about American foreign policy or anything like that.
Anything.
And it's just like the history of Pakistan and Afghanistan and any of that. People were just like, but this is the kind of...
It's just this way. No, it's this.
Yeah,
we know it.
You're like, we're stuck in this...
It's like, I'm sorry, you're now a foreign policy expert?
Right.
I thought you were a love of hip-hop
exactly, yes.
expert last week.
Yeah. Everybody, that's what I'm saying. Like, the platforms have made it so that people feel like they can comment.
It's like even with COVID.
On everything.
Man, I've been battling people. I'm like, one person, me and Tank were going at it. He was like, oh, so you think you know? I said, one, I'm not a doctor, but I've had more than 100 COVID segments on my show in the past year with the preeminent black medical and scientific experts. So I think it's safe to say I've talked to more experts on this subject than you have.
I've educated myself.
I said, I think out of the both of us, I'm probably speaking for more. And I said, so everything is not, well, you got to be this. No. But this is the body of work. So would you like for me to get Dr. Ebony Hilton on the phone?
Yeah, but even if you're
Tyson Bell?
Even if you're an expert epidemiologist, now people just don't want to believe that.
Right.
Like people, like you could be well-trained, well-educated.
And now they're like, well, I don't know about you. You like...
Yeah. You could be a specialist, and we've created so much doubt and misinformation.
These TikTok epidemiologists, these YouTube infectious disease experts. And you sitting there going, really?
This is what's so terrifying about this younger generation growing up.
It's information. It's truth.
With all of these, misinformation. Right. These people who are misinforming.
And then they say, do your own research, but if you don't even know where the hell to look. It's like, and again, just for me, look, this is what I do. I live in truth. So if I hear something, if somebody says, yo, man, Michael Ealy was out here doing this. Where'd you read that? Where'd you hear from? What's the story? Who's quoted? Sources familiar. And as a journalist, I know what all that means.
Yeah.
Someone familiar with his thinking. That's a lie. I mean, you could go through that because there's certain phrases that we use.
Yeah.
Okay? I can read a story and go, yeah, this is a bullshit story. How it's written.
Right.
That's how that's everything.
Right.
It was like when these memes went around, Biden cutting $45 billion HBCU funding to $2 billion. Let me call Congressman Bobby Scott, who sits on the House Education Labor Subcommittee.
Let me go to the actual source.
Let me call Leslie Baskerville, who's with NAFIO, who lobbied for HBCUs. Let me call Thurgood Marshall Fund.
Yeah.
Let me call Michael Lomax with the UNCF.
Yeah.
Let me call Dr. Walter Kimbrough, who's the HBCU president at Dillon University.
Dillon University.
Had them all on the show.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh man, you out here trying to defend Democrats. No, I'm sorry. I actually had the HBCU experts.
Right.
The very people who are the lobbyists and the beneficiaries of the very thing, say the very thing AP and Newsweek wrote about is not true.
Yeah.
So y'all can believe the Newsweek intern who wrote the story, or you can believe the actual HBCU lobbyist,
right,
who are helping craft the bill. Which one would you like to believe?
That's where we are.
And it's just, and it's crazy.
That's
but my whole deal is we gonna keep dropping the truth, keep doing it. Man, appreciate sitting down.
Absolutely.
Appreciate the lotion up the ankles.
Nivea, baby.
Y'all need a sponsor.
I will tell you right
Nivea,
now.
y'all need to.
That's who y'all need to sponsor y'all. Nivea.
Seriously?
This man got a trough of it upstairs. There's like random bottles just sitting around the studio. Please give this man a sponsorship.
I was still laughing at your son. And you tell your son, he like, son.
I tell him every time.
This is cultural.
Culturally, you are wrong for this. Like, you cannot do this. You have to put on lotion, but I know you're a boy. I get it. I was a boy. I did do dumb things too. I'm here to tell you, man.
You like, brother, you
this right here is where I'm gonna draw the line.
Like, brother,
ain't no breathing room right here.
You gotta say, son, the ancestors. Son, the ancestors.
The ancestors are turning over in their grave.
You have to say, son, you must do this for the elders and the ancestors.
Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna take a fingernail and write my name on his shin guard to show him how ashy it is. I was like, this is the ash test. If I can do this, and you can see the writing.
There you go.
That's the ash test.
You know what? And then you say, you gonna walk out the house with my name. See that?
Yeah.
That's gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better than the bad haircut, right?
Yeah. That was bad.
That was a terrible phase.
Bad haircut. Oh, last one. Tell these people when they put you in romantic comedy, let you comb your hair. I'm watching it. I'm like, why? Cause look.
That's me.
Cause seriously.
That's me.
Now
bro.
that's also Cause let me tell you something. You know the weirdest thing?
Yeah.
Growing up, brothers were like, hair could not be like that.
Cleaner,
is truly a new generational thing where it's just all over. Like you watch an NBA game, you like they don't comb their hair no more.
Comb their hair no more.
You know, brothers used to get the cut right before. Like cat, like I got a cut.
Where?
Because it was all because it was just a thing where like even with the afro had to be properly shaped.
Yeah.
And molded.
Yeah. I'd say it straight up. I wish I could say it was the producers. It was me.
See, I can't even, like, seriously.
Every time.
There's no way I could rock that beard.
Oh, word?
Dude.
Michael. It's like, for me, it's so, it's so, I am, okay, so I'll put on
that
lotion.
was the last question.
I'll put on
See,
lotion.
wait a minute, hold up. Yes, I seriously he said okay.
That's how you know it's gonna go serious, right? I'm gonna break it down. When it comes to like lotion and stuff culturally, I bathe every day. Sometimes twice. I don't have that problem. But when it comes to my hair, I don't know what it is. Unless I'm like playing a character who, is that coiffed, right? Like if I do, a certain character, like, oh, geez. I remember when I did Secrets and Lies, for example. I played a dude out of Charlotte, wore the Charlotte suits all the time, the polo shirts, the whole nine, everything, right? Hair was always cut, immensely coiffed and stuff. My barber was through the moon off of that role because he's a perfectionist. He wants to get everything right. Every time I asked him just for a haircut, he's like this, what we doing, man? What we... You know what I'm saying? Because he knows it's going to be as...
And
he like, yo, it could be, it could just be so good if you just let me do this.
He let the chef that you put some hot sauce on my food. You ain't even taste. What can you...
It hurts into his soul that I want to leave my hair as natural as possible.
Dude, I can't.
And
you understand,
I can't
you understand?
comb it.
I cannot. Any hair.
In here?
Dude,
Yeah.
I will only if I shave yesterday, I'll let it today, but I will not go 48 hours. I can't. I cannot.
Right.
Has to be trimmed. My dad, his beard doesn't grow through full, so he'll wear someone like that. I was like, no, I got to. I can't. It has to be. And then the mustache.
Yeah.
Like when I played Alpha.
Gotta be shaped.
Dr. Avalon, he was like, he said, brothers, alphas, no, if the hair goes over the lip. Doc, he gave a grooming session.
Right.
He said, no.
Yeah.
Trim.
Yeah. I think for me, what had happened was early in my career, I was always, forced and groomed and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? And when I'm not working, I try to be as natural as possible because it's just because you don't know if you need this for the next role.
Gotcha.
Right? Like if I get a call tomorrow saying go and be on Walking Dead or something and you can't look coiffed and stuff, then they gotta add this
and
stuff.
I ain't gonna look
and that's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So 9 times out of 10, it's better to look a little bit like this and they can clean you up if need be, or rather than trying to be clean all the time and then they gotta make you look a little bit raggedy.
See, I couldn't be an actor.
You know what I'm saying?
Doc,
yes, you could.
Doc,
yes, you could.
I mean,
I've been a great life.
Well, I've been in some movies and some TV shows.
You understand?
It would be hard because I'm telling you, the only time I will not trim or shave, if I go on vacation, maybe the holidays, and it'll go for a week,
But you're probably itching. You're probably itching to come back and
No, not really. It's just okay. Cool. It's
just let go.
Like for instance, I don't. If I shave on Thursday, and a weekend coming up, and I'm going nowhere, I'm in the crib.
Yeah.
I won't do it till Monday, but Monday morning.
Yeah.
Zzz.
Yeah.
When you talk about blackness and what happens in black culture, we're about covering these things that matter to us, speaking to our issues and concerns.
This is a genuine people-powered movement.
There's a lot of stuff that we're not getting. You get it, and you spread the word.
We wish to plead our own cause. Too long have others spoken for us. We cannot tell our own story if we can't pay for it. This is about covering us. Invest in black-owned media. Your dollars matter. We don't have to keep asking them to cover our stuff. So please support us in what we do, folks. We want to hit 2,000 people, $50 this month, raise $100,000. We're behind 100,000, so we want to hit that. Y'all money makes this possible. Checks and money orders go to P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C. 20037-0196. The Cash App is $RM Unfiltered. PayPal is R Martin Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. Zelle is Roland at RolandSMartin.com.
But look, man, you and I have talked about this. You one of the cleanest brothers I've ever met. You know what I'm saying? The ascot, it's always a topic of conversation between. I can't rock an ascot.
I think you could.
Right? I don't think I could.
Yeah, I think you could. It's all. Do you have a walk?
Yes.
That's where it starts. It's all about. I'm telling you, it's all. I thought the same thing. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
I was in a store. I was like, man, nah, I can't. It was 13 years ago.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, I can't do that. So I'm shopping. I go to the other side of the store. I'm about to check out. It's a mannequin.
Yeah.
Black jacket, cream shirt.
Okay.
Black polka dot ascot.
Okay.
Pocket square. I was like, shit. Clean.
Right.
Went over, took it off the mannequin. I said, I'm going to buy this one.
Okay.
Wore it to my 41st Had a little dinner party for my 41st birthday.
Yeah.
Clean.
Okay.
Folks were like, damn.
Right.
I was like, all right.
I got something
I
here.
went back.
I got something here. I got something here.
2 more.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Because the reaction was, well, nobody else rocking it.
Yeah.
I bought like 10.
Right.
And then when I started rocking, folks were like, yo.
Yeah.
Then it turned into a thing where if I didn't.
Exactly.
Folks were like.
That's what I felt like today. I felt like you let me down.
Dog, I gave a speech. I gave a business. It was a business conference.
Yeah.
Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada.
Wow. Okay.
We ain't even the United States.
Right.
Business conference. Put on the blue suit, strong tie, pocket square. I walk in. They were like,
"Yeah, you're synonymous with the ascot now."
Dude, where the ascot?
Yeah.
I was like, what are y'all? I was like, y'all see? They're like, yeah, we've heard these bits in the Tom Jones Morning Show. We've seen, what's up? They had an attitude.
Yeah.
I spoke in other places. They like, what is going on? So then when I started wearing a lot of different African outfits, folks hot. They like, say now, what's up with this African formal? What? I was like, are y'all serious? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that thing until I interviewed Frankie Beverly. Frankie, Frankie whole thing's white.
Yeah.
I said, Frank, where'd that come from? He said, that wasn't planned. He said, I was on stage and I wore white at a couple of concerts. He said, the next concert I had on black and red. And like, hey man, what a white.
Yeah.
He said it just became a thing and it just took off and he's worn white and not the whole band wear white. Yeah. That's how it is. So people will literally like, dude.
Yeah.
And like, I wanted a photo with you and Ascot. I was like, well, I wanted to wear.
I ain't gonna go that hard. You know?
I was women like
you bigger than your ascot. You know what I mean?
Right. I was kind of like, y'all.
It's like a part of you. It's like we were talking about. It's a part of me. It's a part of the spectrum.
I've had some people like,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Like you ain't rolling. You can't be rolling.
Right. Like I ain't recognize your ass.
Yeah.
And then of course now him with the feather pocket square. Now that's a whole.
Yeah.
That's a whole other.
Like the pocket square and the ascot, I mean, to not have either is a bit not Roland Martin.
I am butt naked if I don't have a pocket square. If I no, bruh, do you understand how I am not lying?
Yeah.
If I do not have a pocket, if I got a jacket on and I somehow left my pocket square, I am butt naked. I'm pissed.
Right.
Cause it ain't all together. It's just it all got to. And it's weird because my dad worked for Amtrak. Yeah. And I think a part of the problem, I would watch my dad. He'd be in the living room, and all of a sudden he in the bathroom, he getting washed up, cleaned up, he get dressed. I'm like, where his ass going? He would come back with the groceries. I'm like, his ass got. My dad would get clean.
I never saw my dad in jeans.
Now my dad wore jeans
till he was like 70.
He wears jeans. I hate jeans.
Yeah.
If you ever see me in jeans, it's 100% guaranteed I'll have cowboy boots on.
Okay.
That's the only way you will ever see me in jeans.
And you will never catch me in cowboy boots.
Oh, I got about 20 pair. See, that's the other thing. I hit them with the ascot, the cowboy boots, African outfits. They don't even know what I'm coming with.
There's a full spectrum to Roland Martin.
Dude, I got 4 closets. How many closets you got?
I have one closet.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. And I can park at the back of the parking lot and walk, too.
I got 4
closets. Is that in 4 different houses or is that in one house?
No, one house, 4 closets.
Okay.
You know how you go shopping for a new house? And they show the wife.
That's you.
They show the wife the kitchen, but I cook. I'm like, what the hell y'all show her the kitchen for? Yeah. I cook. Then I was like, well, let me show you the closets. She's like, no, y'all need to show him the closet.
Right.
Yeah, right. I got a whole.
I'm not a clothes person. I'm not a grooming person. I'm not. And honestly, this is, my father has passed, and so it's he was that. My father was the epitome of clean. Yeah. Now, he military man, so he believed in making your bed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Your shirt was always tucked in.
Clean.
Pants was pressed.
Boom.
You know what I mean? Crease.
Old school starch.
Crease. Everything. I went the opposite direction. Dog, I get out. I look like a friggin' like.
My dad dressed. He still dresses. So I took it higher.
Okay.
I took it. One of the greatest, this last story, because you got to go.
Yeah.
This is one of the greatest
You gotta go.
moments of my life.
Okay.
Greatest of my buying my dad a suit, a whole thing for Father's Day.
Okay.
But Michael, we in the store. Lay the suit out on the table. And I'm going, bring me that shirt. Put the tie together. No, pocket square. I'm putting all cufflinks. So my dad is standing there.
Yeah.
So it's role reversal.
Yeah.
And he did with me and my brother.
Yeah.
We didn't pick shit.
Got it.
He was like, stand your ass right there.
Right.
He did that. Shoes, socks. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, go give me that tie off of that mannequin. Oh, shirt's not gonna match. I didn't ask for your opinion.
Just asked you to go
This
get
the
it.
dude who worked there. I was like, I don't need your help.
Right.
Your job is to go get what I need or take back what I don't want.
Yeah.
Go get that tie.
Yeah.
He brings it. I put it together. I said, come here. Do you see how this tie pull that pinstripe out of the suit? That's why you need to pay attention. So I put the whole thing together, and the look on my dad's face was like just proud, I raised his ass right.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, of course, I was paying for the whole outfit.
Right. That's even better. That's even better. No, I get it. I ain't put on a suit in years because of COVID, but it's like, the red carpet thing. I'm like you are about like valet parking. I'm like, just get it. Just put it on. Oh my God.
Well,
please,
when you
sew it up here, please.
When you need, if your son gets too out of control and you need that moment where he needs to be taken through the suit game and the lotion game, you got my number.
I'm gonna call you.
And I will sit here and say, young Ealy, take a seat.
Come here, let me show you.
You said we gotta have each other's back.
We gotta have each other's back, man. No, I appreciate it.
I handle it.
I appreciate it, man.
And you need me whoop that ass?
Yeah.
I'm available.
I'm telling you, he straightened up. I changed my tone. He straightened up. We good for now.
We good.
We good for now.
All right, baby. Appreciate
you, man. Appreciate you, baby.
When you talk about blackness and what happens in black culture, we're about covering these things that matter to us, speaking to our issues and concerns.
This is a genuine people-powered movement.
There's a lot of stuff that we're not getting. You get it, and you spread the word.
We wish to plead our own cause. Too long have others spoken for us. We cannot tell our own story if we can't pay for it. This is about covering us. Invest in black-owned media. Your dollars matter. We don't have to keep asking them to cover our stuff. So please support us in what we do, folks. We want to hit 2,000 people, $50 this month, raise $100,000. We're behind 100,000, so we want to hit that. Y'all money makes this possible. Check some money orders. Go to P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C. 20037-0196. The Cash App is $RM Unfiltered. PayPal is R Martin Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. Zelle is Roland@RolandSMartin.com.